Hi, tech enthusiasts. Welcome once again to Tech Minds episode. I'm so happy um, for having you here today. I'm so glad the way you take your time off to follow us and subscribe to our channel to learn of the little that we have so that we can all impart all of us. We are so grateful and thank you to this channel. Now, today we have a very interesting topic again to discuss. Like we discussed before, installer, we discussed technician. Today we are going to discuss who an engineer is, and we are going to wrap up with a third episode of this particular topic. Now, um, who is an engineer? A lot of people are having a lot of perception based on this particular, um, some people call it title, or this based on this particular angle of skills when it comes to technology or when it comes to IT system, but they are of so many fields. We have them in so many fields. We'll get to that very soon. We have them in so many fields. So, what we are going to do is that we are going to check this particular um, topic and then work on it today. Now, who is an engineer? An engineer is a professional who applies specific scientific principles, mathematics, and technical knowledge to design, to build, to analyze, and maintain keywords, structures, machines, systems, or processes that solve real world problems. An engineer is a professional who applies scientific principles, mathematics, and technical knowledge to design, to build, to analyze, and maintain structures, machines, systems, or processes that solve real world problems. So that's who an engineer is. So an engineer simply is made of the installer skills, the technician skills, and extra advanced skills that makes them an engineer. So the engineers they apply their knowledge to solve practical problems and improve functionality, efficiency from and safety of technology and infrastructure. So engineer they apply their knowledge to solve practical problems and improve the functionality, efficiency, and safety of technologies and infrastructure. Engineers work in diverse fields. As we mentioned, engineers work in diverse fields, from design of bridges or building to developing software and medical devices. Now, types of engineers. Like we know, we have civil engineers. The civil engineers, what are they into? They design and build infrastructure like roads, bridges, and buildings. We have mechanical engineers. What are their works? They work on machines, engines, and mechanical systems. Now, electrical engineers, they focus on electricity, electronics, and power systems. Software engineers, they develop and maintain software applications and systems. Chemical engineers deal with chemical productions and material transformation. Environmental engineers solve problems related to the environment. You get it? The environment and sustainability. So these are some of the engineers, and I know that we have a lot of engineer, this type of engineer in Ghana here. I've worked with a couple of them. I know many of them. We have them. Trust me, we have them. Working as an engineer means you are applying scientific, mechanical, and technical knowledge to design, to build, to maintain, or improve structures, machines, systems, or processes. Engineers are problem solvers. You get my point? Engineers are problem solvers. They are problem solvers that innovate and optimize solutions. Engineers are problem solvers. They innovate as well and then optimize solutions in a wide range of field. So engineers are these kind of types. They just don't solve problems. They build system as well. So the system that they build, they themselves can easily solve the problem of the system that they build in case of any problem. So engineer understand from A to Z of a system, whether it's a building, whether it's a car, whether it's a plane, whether it's a medicine, whether it's a chemical, whether it's a road, whether it's um, environment, they understand the principles, the mathematical equations, they understand the technical aspect of it, how it's been designed, how to maintain it, and how to improve upon it. So when we call somebody an engineer, the person is of a very high level of skills. That's why mostly on projects, people like to put engineers in charge a lot. They like to put engineers in charge because they know that these people understand this particular system and they can make it work, or they can translate the understanding of the project to the technicians, the installers, the stakeholders, and the project as a whole, so that they can know and being able to get the concept of the project case very well and the vision of the project very well. So engineers are very important in our society. Very, very important in our society. Now, what are some of the kind of um, skills that you need to have, when you are an engineer, or if you want to become an engineer, or if you are studying to become an engineer? One, you need to be analytically thinking. You need to be an analytical thinker. You need to be problem solving person. You need to be technical expertise. You need to be somebody who know how to handle things and how to break down this particular thing into smaller understanding to somebody who doesn't understand well what you are doing or what is about to be done. You need to also know about teamwork. Your communication skills might be of high level. Your attention to detail is also something that you must pay very duly attention to. Now, If you are an engineer, there are certain things that you need to learn apart from your field of engineering studies, which equipped you to be able to be in the school. What are the engineer key responsibility? If you are an engineer, you need to make sure design and development has to be at your fingertips. What does it mean? You need to be creating blueprints. You need to be somebody that can create a blueprint. You need to be somebody that can do models or prototypes. Now, when we mention prototype, I am sure and certain that my fellow software developers understand me the most also. And then when it comes to construction also, my fellow construction people also understand it well, because prototype is the pre understanding of a project, or the pre presentation of a project, or the pre artifacts, the pre outcome of work of a project. So you can see that in construction, some people can present a building, they design it with some kind of it can be um, a mold that they will use to design it and present it for you to know how this particular building is going to be. When it comes to software, there is a way to design a prototype of a software and present and take the stakeholders through one by one, the staging, how it will work, how it will go from here. When you click here, it will take you to this. From here, you can do a drop down, and in the drop down, you can edit, you can set, you can upload image, you can do ABC in the prototype to present to you how the software is going to work. I remember years back, I think 2015, 2016, a group of young guys that I was part of, we designed a prototype of our airport app that we present to um, um, uh, um, the minister at that time. And then it was very fantastic, very fantastic app, which we integrate a lot of things in the prototype, where even when goods are lost, there will be some kind of a feature in it that is in communication with the surveillance system in the airport, which can detect that this bag has been here for 30 minutes, this bag has been here for 10 minutes, this bag has been here for 15 minutes, or this bag belongs to a certain passenger, but a different passenger or somebody else has access to this bag this time at this hour. And you do send that notification to the monitoring board or the monitoring room, so that the monitoring room can take action, or these particular travelers, the way they are behaving, there is a suspicion way of them, so that the police or the people or the immigration will just go ahead. And in that app also, you can order a cab, you can even book your hotel. You can even book your tourist site. You can even book a bus. You can book your own private driving. You can book whatever you are coming to do in Ghana, so that everything goes in process as easy. You can even do payment through it. It was a very fantastic idea that we present, but in the process of meeting with stakeholders, meetings and back and forth, it wasn't long. Then it wasn't long. Election came in, and then, but we still have the prototype. We still have the prototype. We are still working around it to see, because as now government is having more and more interest in technology, we are still working around the clock to present it again and see how great we can bring this vision back to life. Yes, designed by Ghanaians, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be very, 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 very fantastic. So that's a prototype type that I've just explained to you. So that's how prototype. If you are an engineer, you should be able to design a prototype or come with a plan to build up a prototype for your project that you are on or you are leading or you are about to execute. Now, as an engineer, your key responsibility also is testing and evaluation. How to test something and evaluate it, ensuring systems and products meet requirements and function reliability. This is very important because you see, product owners, if I say product owner, what I mean is that clients, they are not really IT people or they are not really in the field in which you are. So they must have somebody that will make sure what this company promised us to do or we agreed on or this contract is being signed on, they are providing it the way it is in the agreement. So there must be an engineer that becomes the project manager for that particular field. Let's say if you are a company building a new office and you want a networking system should be there, and you have a CCTV system, you have access control, fire alarm system, you have gate barrier system, or you have CCTV system that capture people's cars plates so that through that the gate can open or the boom barrier can open. There must be an engineer that works in that field. Yes, that becomes the project manager, managing the people. So sometimes people call it a supervisor. Sometimes people call it a supervisor or um, quality controller because the people say, okay, we are using this device, we are using this type of cable, we are using this type of device that will do A, B, C, D. The the engineer makes sure such things are met. In project management, they call it DOD. Engineer key responsibility is also maintenance and troubleshooting. Yes, you should be able to be able to fixing issues and improving performance. You should be able to fixing issues and improve performance. Yes, project management. You see, I mentioned it earlier on. Project management. Now, some people will say, oh, no, certain project management is for project managers. No, as an engineer, your background, you must have a project management background. Yes, you need to do project management course so that you can be able to manage projects. Yes. So we also do this particular service as well. Are you a company and then you need an IT project manager to be able to supervise on another IT company that is providing you a service of IT? We are at your service. The numbers are below. You can just contact us. Our email is there. You can contact us at any time, and then we will be at your service, supervise it for you, and make sure everything is done and function the way it is in your contract. So hesitate not, link to us, and we will be at your service. All right. So project management, yes, it's a key responsibility to an engineer. You have to know. You have to know planning. You have to know budgeting. You have to know supervising. Okay, so career opportunity as an engineer in Ghana, seriously, career opportunities in Ghana, there is a lot. There is a lot. Opportunities for engineers in Ghana are growing steadily, especially with the country's increasing investment in infrastructure, one, energy, technology, and industrial development. You get it? Do you get my point now? So these angles, energy, technology, industry, infrastructure, no. In this area, we need engineers. There is a lot of road to build. Engineers are needed there. There is a lot of building to build. Engineers are needed there. A lot of um, data infrastructure, network systems that need to be done. Engineers are needed over there. CCTV cameras to be on roads in regions, capitals, and all angle of the entire country. Engineers are needed over there. So all these three types of people are needed: installers, technicians, engineers. Some major areas where engineer can find opportunities in Ghana here. I'm just giving this to you. Some major areas is constructions and civil engineering. Oh yes, construction and civil engineering. You have to know as an engineer, it must be part of your skills. Compliance and safety has to be part of your skill. Ensuring work adhere to codes, regulations, and safety standard. As an engineer, these things must be part of you so that as you are on the field, the product owner, the client, is rest assured that my project is at all point. Yes, very, very important. Very, very important. Now, what are the kind of education or skills that you need to have or you need to go through before you can call yourself an engineer, or before that title will be bestowed on you as an engineer? Yes, it's very important. To become an engineer, you must have a secondary education, which is high school level. You must proceed a bit to tertiary education, university, college level. If not, you can go through post or undergraduate education level system. Yes, you can do that to become an engineer as well. Professional certification and licensing. Yes, you can go through professional certification and licensing. Microsoft, Cisco, Huawei, the list go on and on and on and on. CompTIA, Linus, um, uh, the list go on and on and on and on and on. It depends where you want to be, then you focus on that. Is it mechanical engineering? You can go for it. Um, uh, Chemical engineering, you can go for it. So it depends where you want to be. And then continuous learning. You have to be learning continuously. You can't stop learning because this particular field, there is no stagnation. There is no way you say, I know it all. No. New things come all the time. So you have to merge yourself with it so that all the time you are in the play role of these particular new features, new things that comes in the market. Now, average engineer salary. Okay, now this I am going to take it from country to country, how their pay systems are. This is not the exact, but we are talking about average. Okay, average, because at this point you are in a high level. You are in a high level. This is a high skill level that we are talking about. So I'm going to take it from countries to country. Now, the first thing, let's take United States. United States, well, and engineers are paid 85,000 to 120,000. per year. So all these figures are in per year. So in Canada, you can get like 70,000 to 100,000. You can get to something like that. So in UK, you can get like 60,000 to $90,000. My figures are in dollars. I'm keeping it in dollars because if we want to do all the translation, it will be so. The United States, 85,000 to $150,000. The Canada, you can get like $70,000 to $100,000. UK, you can get like $60,000 to $90,000. Germany, you can get $65,000 to $95,000. Australia, $75,000 to $110,000. India, $8,000 to $20,000. Well, Ghana, you can get like $6,000 to $15,000. South Africa, $15,000 to $30,000. UAE, $40,000 to $70,000. So these are the ranges. But in Ghana, it's $6,000 to $15,000. Mind you, this is not the exact fixed price. You have to know that you are on point. You know, Opportunities are roads, bridges, real estate, commercial building, railways. Now the employers, government is employing. Ghana Highway Authorities, private construction firms. WBHO Ghana, Consa Limited, Grow Engineering, Key Contract, Engineers and Planners. That's my seniors company, Engineers and Planners. Yes. Now the hot areas: Accra, Tema, Kumasi, Takoradi, Kufuridwa, North, West, Bono, Volta region, Oti region, all the regions. All the regions. So if you are an engineer and you fall under construction and civil engineering, there is work for you. One area also, electrical and electronic engineering. Yes, there is opportunity there also as well. Another area also, software and computer engineering. There are opportunity there. Fintech, health tech, mobile app development, web solution, cyber security. Startups and companies are there. M Pharmacy, Hotel, Express Pay, Dream Over, a lot of companies, a lot. Just to mention a few, a lot. You know, and even in this particular area, the work model is also in two ways. It can be in office, in person, or it can be remote. So you can be in Ghana here and be working for a company in US, in UK, in Australia, in Dubai, in Nigeria, in Tanzania, in Namibia, in Zimbabwe, in Zambia, in Uganda, in Guinea, in Mali, in Burkina Faso, in Cote d'Ivoire, in Togo, in all the countries in Africa and outside Africa. So there are opportunities, a lot of opportunities. Even in the area of petroleum and mining engineering, there is opportunities. Oil and gas exploration, mineral extraction, offshore drilling, equipment and maintenance, and there are key players in the Tallow Oil, GNPC, Goldfield, Ghana, Newmont Gold Crop, Anglo Gold Ashanti. The list go on and on and on and on. If you are in the area of agriculture and environmental engineering, yes, of course, mechanized farming systems, irrigation technologies, food processing plants, climate smart systems. Those growing area that you can also is northern area, Bono East, Volta region, you know. In the area of manufacturing and industrial engineering, what are the opportunities? Automation, lean production, factory optimization, industrial machinery design, sectors, cocoa processing, food beverage, textiles, plastics, automotive assembly. Let's go on and go. Telecommunication and network engineering, yeah, our field as well. Opportunity, fiber optic installation, 5G, 4G deployment, ISP infrastructure, data center design. What are the companies? Airtel, Go, MTN Ghana, Softline, Busy Internet, ISPs, other emerging opportunities, smart city and IoT engineering, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. Smart traffic system, surveillance system, energy efficiency building. Yes, which we are into all of them here. So any company that needs these services, we are at your service. Green energy, which the world is all venturing towards, is green energy. Wind, solar, and hydro projects. A lot now. We have companies that are into solar system installations. So engineers are needed in many, 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 many angles. Now, let me just give you some tips to maximize opportunity. Now, if you are an engineer, one thing also in Ghana here, there is a body that also look after engineers. That body is called Ghana Institute of Engineers. Ghana Institute of Engineers. Yes, do well and be part of that body so that they can recognize you as an engineer. Yes, and also you need to learn and trending tech skills. If you are an engineer, you need to be updating yourself with the new things that are coming so that you can be off the same platform with the system. You know, it's very, 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 very important. You have to network through tech hubs. You try to be part of tech hub groups. Is very important. Apply for internship to gain experience and build connections. Build connections. LinkedIn, attending workshops, meetings, all over, so that you build the connections of becoming an engineer. And that one also gives you the firmness so that if there is opportunity somewhere, somebody can just call you and say, "Oh, bro, there's opportunity here. Can you just apply and see how it goes?" So it is very important as an engineer that you make yourself available at all time when the need arises, even though if you are not hitting the target high at this time, yes, you have to be building yourself so that the moment the opportunity present itself, you make yourself ever ready to grab it and work it out. Thank you so much for your time and the moment you spend with us. We are so grateful for your you being with us, and follow us and subscribe to this channel and hit the time so that every time you put video here, you see it, you follow it, you comment it, and you make us proud. Thank you so much. We've come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much, and I know that you will still follow us, and all the time you will be with us. Thank you. This is Tech Minds. My name is David Koku Sanderson. Come to you again with a very fantastic topic and episode. Bye bye.